Now, what we've seen on the social media, or rather the 411 that we are getting, is that Alois of Jubilee has been given the mandate to carry the Jubilee flag. And now on the other end, we have Koimburi. I don't want to call them horses, but those are kind of the two people who could be running Juja sub-county in the next 5 years. Tell us, Wanjohi. I'm not telling you to tell me who your candidate is. I think I already know. But does Koimburi has what Alois have? Does Alois have what Koimburi have? Because Alois has been in that parliament for close to 2 years now, or rather 1 year. What position does that one put each of them against the other?
Well, before I answer your question, allow me to comment something about how Jubilee conducted its primaries.
Good.
One, I want to believe it was in the best interest of the aspirants. Why do I say this? Today, as we speak, very few parties can stand and say we have a party list of individuals who subscribe to that party. If by any chance UDA decided to use their own party list for in the nomination whereby only UDA members were supposed to vote, it will have been difficult because one, as a voter, under what we call the system that has been provided by the ORPP, I can sign in and sign out of a party on a touch of a button. So today I can be a member of Jubilee, tomorrow I can be a member of UDA. So assuming Jubilee is holding its primaries today, I can sign in as a member, go and vote. Then UDA is conducting the same next week. I quit from Jubilee, then join UDA, go and vote. The register that was used by UDA is the IEBC register that was used in 2017. That implies that everyone was given an opportunity to go and vote. So if that was the case in the Jubilee primaries, assuming they conducted a primary whereby people went to the ballot, the UDA members, especially now that people are saying that UDA is big in Mount Kenya, would have gone and voted for the weak candidates.
True.
So that come August, they will have sent them home packing. So Jubilee saw it and they decided to go for a different form of a nomination, and that is why Kevin is complaining about being rigged out. But it was at the best interest of the party to conduct the primaries that they did so that they could have strong candidates in Mount Kenya. Back to your question. At the moment, we have two strong candidates. That is for fact. That is Koimburi of UDA and Alois of Jubilee. Who will be the next Juja MP? The one who will be Juja MP is one who will network and connect to the people directly. The person who the people feel connects with them. How? The person who talks true to the heart. And the person who will feed the people during the campaigns properly. We need not lie to ourselves.
It's true.
The person who comes the biggest bread is the one who gets voted in. So if Modi marshals his resources properly and brings them to the people will vote for him. If Alois does the same, the people will vote for him. So the parties, maybe the party might not be much of a concern. However, in as much as I'm saying the party might not be much of a concern, I've seen in recent times whereby Jubilee being associated with Azimio, you have some negative baggage that comes in the same. But most smart candidates who are in Jubilee are trying to dissociate themselves from the Azimio tag and say, I'm Jubilee, so vote for me as a Jubilee, not the Azimio. So the Azimio candidate will come looking for their own vote. So the one who feeds the people properly, let me go back to that point, will get to parliament, period.
How does that one leave us as Juja people? Or rather, because that one will go widely, the entire nation. People will vote for that person who will buy the biggest bread. Where does that one leave us as voters, the common mwananchi? Because whom say they will just give us this food during the campaigning time. After the elections, we will never see these people. What do we need to do to educate our people? Like, it doesn't matter what I bring on the table, like how bigger the bread is, but what I bring on the table, and a fact that is what I'll.
The challenge we've had over the years is that the kind of leadership we've had is once you elect them into power, for 4 years, they go to eat. So once now it's election time, the voter is like, it's our time to eat. Because we have to understand that we are living in hard economic times. And
True.
in Kikuyu, we say that the one who feeds you properly, if there's a possibility, you can call them mom. So that will work during the campaigns. And if Alois does what I've just said, if Pembori does the same, and if Kevin does the same, he will be in Parliament 6 a.m. in the morning.
Kevin, tell me.
Okay.
How much do you have? How many bread are you going to buy for Juja people? We are hungry, my friend.
Okay, let me first look a point that you touched earlier. You said we have only 2 horses in Juja. But let me tell you, in front of Juja residents, in front of Juja voters, that it is neither Alois nor Koibuli who will be the next Juja MP. None of them. None of them is capable of delivering Juja. None of capable has the potential. For example, I can give you you have touched them. You have said Koibuli and Alois, and I can also mention them because they are because we are in Juja and we know them. You know, we have had an MP who have been deaf and dumb since the first day he got into Parliament. He has been deaf and dumb. He has never even waived the Parliament session. So how do we trust this guy that he will support us and he will fight for water connectivity in Juja constituency? How do we trust this person for another 5 years that he will fight for electricity connectivity in different regions in Juja? How do we know that we'll be able to present our grievances as Juja people? How do we expect that we'll give him a heart to trust him with the next government that will push and fight for youth jobs in Parliament? You know, an MP is elected solemnly to fight for his people in the National Assembly. The other candidate is a stranger in our land. He just came another day. He don't reside in Juja. He don't have a family here. I know he is in the process of changing his voter from Gatodo to come to Juja.
Wait, before you.
Soremre, he has no interest here.
So before you move,
and,
how was he allowed to run for Juja constituency if his vote does not reach Juja? How is it even possible? Does the constitution allow that?
You know, in Kenya, it is who you know, who can connect you, who can bring you from there to come here. And let me tell you, if I had a person who knew me, if I had a big connection, I tell you for sure, I could be the flag bearer of Jubilee candidature. Okay, I could be the flag bearer of Jubilee Party.
Now we talk about you, Kevin. It is all over the news that Jubilee has given Alois the ticket. What are your plans as Kevin?
No,
now that you're not going back.
I told you there's a court. There's a case in court. It is ongoing and it is not yet decided. But the most suitable candidate who had been leached over before Alois came, it was me. And I still believe I have those same numbers that the party saw in me. And I'm not giving up easily. I'm fighting till the last minute.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love the energy of a young man who is ready to work for Juja.
Thank you.
Let's talk about the governorship. We're looking for the CEO of Kiambu County for the next 5 years. Again, the nominations were done. Some complaints about irregularities came up. So we were left with Kimani Wamatangi, who took the UDA ticket. And we had Babayao. I read somewhere Babayao complaining again about Wamatangi. And then we had Wainaina. Wainaina have already decided to move to independent. How much does Wainaina stand to become the next CEO of Kiambu County?
So before I talk about Wainaina, allow me to be fair to shed some light on Alois in as far as his eligibility to run. Allow me to take you back to a case in time where Waititi vied in Embakasi East. I think he lost. Then he was a registered voter in Embakasi East,
yes.
Embakasi South or somewhere. Then someone passed on
in Kabete.
Kabete.
Yes.
Waitito went there. He was not a registered voter in that place. The recent example is McDonald Mariga. When Ken Okoth passed on in Kibra, Mariga, who is a voter, I think in Starehe, I think Starehe, was eligible to run in Kibra as much as he did vote for himself. So what the law says is for you to be eligible to run, you need to be a registered voter
of that particular constituency.
A registered voter. You just need to exist in the
IBC register.
The IBC register, regardless of where you are running. So it is in order for Alois to run in Juja. So it's in order, and their law is kind of protecting him. Back to the gubernatorial race. We still don't know who is running under the Jubilee ticket because I did hear the current governor Nyoro claiming that we have some underhands that are trying to rig him out of the race. But to speak for as a resident of Kiambu, we have a war between the east and the west.
Kiambu East and West.
For some years, the people of the east have felt that leadership has stayed too long in the west. And the people of the west have benefited for a long time with leadership and resources. That is why Jungle is trying to battle it out to get into power, so that he rescues the people of the east. Unfortunately, we need not underscore the importance of the popular party UDA.
That's true.
The factor of UDA might not be fair on Jungle. The party factor might not work the way it worked when he ran independent
for the MP. Yes.
So this time round, understanding the kind of heavyweights that are running for Kiambu, he might not be lucky this time. I would advise him to deputize Wamatangi and take this seat early in the morning.